Hello, everyone. Coming up here on Connect Now, what a show we have for you as we still talk about the ongoing Nia Long cheating situation. As we know to be revealed, who is the woman behind this abrupted Nia Long's cheating situation? And Nia Long has forgiven her husband. We'll talk about that coming up, as well as this man right here, Kanye West, has gone through a crazy spree. He's denouncing basically Black Lives Matter, and he explains why and why he's entangled in a feud with Pete Diddy. What's going on with that? And two, we talk about Tia Mowry and Corey Howard having their out of nowhere split. No one didn't see it coming. I was rooting for them just like as Brent Shea was rooting for them. See, we get Tom Brady and Giselle. They was high profile, but this right here came out the blue. We'll talk about that coming up as Connect Now starts right now. Hello, everyone. As you see right here, we're going to be talking about Tia Mowry and Corey Howard about their upcoming breakup, divorce coming up, and we'll talk about that coming up. But hey, this is Kendrick Dix alongside Brittany Shea. Brittany Shea, how you doing?
All right, all right.
All right, we got a lot to get to, but first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Connect Now and hit that subscribe button to be notified. So, Brittany Shea, we got a lot to get to. We're gonna get started with the elephant in the room, the Nia Long and her fiance cheating scandal. This is like week two of us talking about it, but hopefully we can put it to rest. Nia Long and her fiance have basically forgiven each other. Nia Long, on her part, forgiving him. She's sticking by him one way or another. She even posted this cryptic tweet right here saying like a tip for mental health: learn to distinguish who deserves an explanation, who deserves one answer, and who deserves absolutely nothing. So Nia Long clearing the air that she's gonna stand by her man no matter what. So
Mm.
what's your thoughts on it?
I mean, is she married to him? Or they been married at all? Or I don't even
No, they
know.
was engaged,
Hmm.
but they was on the way to marriage. So I don't know what's going on. I think she said she gonna stick by him, stick by his side.
How that thing for this is your man. Yeah, and I'm gonna stick beside him. I'm gonna stick beside him. Well, that's what she doing. I mean, it's up to that couple's discretion. I feel, some people cheating is a no no. Um it's a what's called breaker. I can't a deal
Deal
breaker for
breaker.
some people. Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's ultimately between the two of them. That's their business. That's all I can say. I mean, I don't know the situation, but to me, I feel like that's inside their home. But I feel like to me, like how the hell you gonna cheat on Neil Long? But I guess that don't matter how gorgeous and beautiful you are. A man gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. And when they cheat, they usually cheat downgrades with downgrades. But hey,
Well, since you brought it up about cheat downgrade, they said this woman right here could be the one he been cheating with right here.
and she a mom, a married mom of three, ain't it? Of three kids.
Y- Yeah. Why would
Child.
you want to cheat on Neil on with her? Like, really?
We'll
Dude?
never know.
We will never know. I think he looked at it like if I can bang my boss's boss, my boss's wife, I can get away with anything.
Mm, yeah,
All
but
right.
I mean, I guess it is what it is. If we don't know the other man gonna keep his wife, but child, it's messy, messy.
Yep. Yep. All right. Right, we move on to another story as Kanye West is back in the news again. This time he's denouncing Black Lives Matter, and he did so by wearing this right here with Republican conservative commentator Candace Owens, and they are supporting White Lives Matter, while both of them are black. And people are saying Kanye West is gaslighting the media with this by denouncing Black Lives Matter, saying it's a fraud and saying it's just a scam. What's your
Hmm.
whole thoughts on Kanye West propaganda?
I think Kanye West, he should be able to distinguish between the Black Lives Matter organization and the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, the movement
Mm-hmm.
is what was needed during that time for George Floyd, to bring attention to police brutality. But I think the organization, I'm trying to think of her name right now. I can't think her name, but the Black Lives Matter founder, who made an organization, Patrice Cullors. I think
Yeah.
she brought this thing to the movement because for most people it feel like she created an organization to benefit her. She didn't benefit the victims' families. You see what I'm saying? And it looked like she's living in a mansion and stuff. Now, that's the problem with that is the founder. You see what I'm saying? It's to me. But I feel like the movement is still what was needed for, Black lives, period, But I think it's just it's just all I'm not against Black Lives Matter movement. I'm against the founder of it because she has been doing some shady things. But Kanye West
Yeah.
is still wrong in what he did, saying white lives matter. Until Black Lives Matter, white lives already matter, but until Black Lives Matter of what we matter as life and how we're being killed by the police, then all lives would not matter until Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, I sent that same sentiment too. Um, he been on a media tour as well. He was on Fox News this week with what's his name? I forgot his name. That white
Tucker
dude name.
Carlson?
Yeah, Carson, talking about why he did what he did, and then he interviewed with Pete Diddy about the situation. Diddy showed some receipts on his text message that what Kanye West and him was changing, and it was kind of real prolific from both men's part.
Yeah, I think did it's like a broken clock. A broken clock is right twice a day. I mean, it's like it's bad when your celebrity friends had to come to him to make him see the light.
Yeah,
And Boosie was on his ass, did it be on his ass, Jaden Smith, like come on now. Like you can have your free will and your free mind and all that stuff, but for you to be against your people like that, come on.
yeah, and I know Kanye West is better than that. I don't know what got into him lately.
Yeah,
It's
and
like he
then
been
too,
brainwashed.
it would seem like he a puppet, but I feel like this, like you you know better because your mom, she basically was a African American study teacher in Chicago. So I know you know your history, but you not doing right at all.
Yeah. You think Candace Owens got something to do with it?
Yeah, Candace Owens ain't no telling what she did talk to him about here. She already was calling his ex-wife a whore and his mom, his mother-in-law, the pimp that's pimping the whore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Damn, it is a mess. Kanye West needs some help real bad. And maybe he'll probably see the light down the road. He might not see it now, but he hopefully will see it down the road. Because he gonna need it.
Hmm.
All right, we move on to another story as we didn't see this coming. Tia Mal um Tia Mallory getting a divorce from her husband Corey Harvey of 14 years. They almost married for 15 years, Brittany, and they getting a divorce. I didn't even see this coming.
Hell, nobody.
Now this with
Nobody at all.
Tia. This is what Tia had wrote. I'm always been honest with my fans. Today's no different. I want to share the news that Corey and I have decided to go our separate ways. This decision was never easy without sadness. We maintain a friendship as we co-parent our beautiful children. I'm grateful and happy for the times we had together. I want them my family, friends, and move on to the next chapter. I did not see this coming.
Yeah, I feel like they grew apart.
Yeah, you can tell she was with him from when she was like in her 20s.
Hmm. She was with him before he had notoriety and fame.
Oh, Corey Hardwick wrote right here, acting off emotion will cost you every time. So I guess he's heartbroken too. And then a lot of people thought he was cheating on her, and they said that wasn't the case.
Yeah, he said it wasn't the case.
This always be like if someone getting a divorce, they always look at the man cheating on the wife, which sometimes that
Hmm.
happens, but it just maybe like you said, maybe they just grew apart.
Hmm.
It ain't
Especially
like
when she found irreconcilable differences.
yeah, they probably just grew apart from each other. But we move on, but everyone's still talking about Tom Brady and Giselle, which they saying they divorce is coming, but he chose his career over her over their marriage.
Hmm. I guess he couldn't let it go. Football was his first love, after all, it seems.
Well, must be football was his mistress all of a sudden.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Speaking of that, with speaking of Tia's divorce, it looked like Tamara was doing a book tour and she got caught wind of it, and she was just saying, maybe they trying to progress and stuff. She trying to
Yeah, it could
process
be.
it.
Yeah, it could be. I think she didn't want to. Tamira didn't want to talk too much about it because hey, that's a twin.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Everybody would have been for it if she would have got a divorce from her.
I know. That was I seen online. People saying, "Damn, I thought Tamara was gonna divorce her husband." People seem like they were down for that more than Tia getting divorced. I said, "Well, damn."
That's what I was thinking. Like maybe Tia would have got out of her senses, but I guess Tia wanted to get out before Tamara did. Um,
Yeah. They say twins do what the other twins do, so don't be surprised.
you never know. You never know. You never
Hmm.
know. Um, so we get on to another story. President Biden wants to do an act where a lot of the inmates, the convicted felons, will be marijuana charges. He wants to pardon all of them, but just the same Biden back in 1994 when he was then Senator Biden, it was that crime bill to get some of them. Now he wants to make peace with them. What's your whole thoughts on that? Biden wants to give marijuana people who convicted felons a pardon.
I think to me, it's just like it's almost like what he helped push to the forefront with the rest of the Democratic Party, and now they trying to you know make amends for what they done, but it feel like it's a little too late because most of the people been in jail for years, for not even distributing. You know what I'm saying? I can see distributing, being a distribution of the drugs, but some people just had, I guess, with the drug users, they probably wouldn't use nothing but an ounce. It's
Mm-hmm.
like wow. I really don't know what to think or say because I feel like as long as you're not like a drug kingpin and you're not a distributor of the drugs, then if a person just having an ounce of weed, they don't deserve to go to jail for the rest of their life for that. You know what I'm saying? There's so many
Yeah.
people out here weed smokers. If that's the case, everybody should go to jail for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eh, what
But
what about people that drink alcohol? I know back then it was prohibition back then, but shit, more people killing people from alcohol use than weed. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Which is crazy. So I feel like it's a lot of things that need to be changed as far as laws is concerned because it's a lot
Hmm.
of, you know, mis. I want to say it's the justice system is very justice not blind for black and brown people, because they get
Yeah,
stricter punishment, stricter um, terms. It's just not fair than
yeah,
their
we,
white
we
counterparts.
yeah, yep. You hit the nail on the head. We talked about it last week with what was going on with Jeffrey Dahmer and stuff. I don't even want to relive that
Me
situation
neither. I don't know why
again.
you brought it up. I said,
But
what the hell? He just brought this up. What?
yeah, but I'm just saying. But like he said, maybe Biden just trying to do something good and stuff, trying to right the wrongs and stuff.
Yeah, but it's a little late, ain't it?
Yeah, it was a little late, about what 30 years late, but
Hmm.
what are you gonna try to get reparations now? They want that reparations. So hey. All right, we move on to another story. We did well. Brenda Shea just popped out, but she should be coming back in shortly. She always have technical difficulties, but right now we talking. Brenda Shea's back on up in.
Hello?
All right, Brenda Shea, you back? You back, Brenda Shea? Hello. Guess Brenda Shea's having more difficulties again, but she'll come back.
Hey,
Yeah, okay. You back?
yeah.
Okay.
I accidentally hit a video and it took me out.
Why? Mm,
I don't
all
know.
right. We was talking about a lot going on with Cardi B. Well, we're gonna start with Cardi B and JT with the gaslighting of Nicki. Cardi B trying to gaslight Nicki Minaj again. Why
Hmm.
won't this feud just don't stop between them two?
Animosity. No respect. One thinking that the other one, doesn't meet the criteria of being a rapper, and the other one, she thinks she, does. I don't know. I really can't say, but I just feel like it's just two women that's still petty at the end of the day. Cause they need to
And
let
then
that shit
you
go.
adding JT. Then you adding JT to the mix.
Yeah, I feel like JT was going at it with one of those pages, them fan pages, and
Mm-hmm.
basically she should have just left it alone. And then Cardi B interjected herself and jumped in it, and it wouldn't even got nothing to do with her. And then they went back and forth. It's just a mess. I feel like the rap girl is they just they just petty, They just not gonna get along. And then they gotta pick a side, either your Team Carter or Team Nicki.
Yeah, and then what was that? Were they having each other's profile pics?
Petty. Some get back. All of them want some get back with each other. We Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, we understand y'all do not like each other. My goodness. Damn. Yeah, we know y'all had that falling out. Y'all not gonna be work together, whatever. Just let it go. You see what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. Cause they both at this point petty as hell.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, you heard about Offset may have reportedly slept with Sweet.
Yeah, that's the rumor. That's what Quavo either trying to say it's Offset or Lil Baby. But to me, I don't know who, and I don't care because these folks trying to sell records. That's all it is. It causes controversy because controversy creates cash.
Yeah, yeah.
At this point in time, I don't care who slept with who and who been with who. You know what I'm saying? Because if
Yeah,
Offset ain't cheating with Sweet, Offset cheating with somebody else. Period. Because Offset be out there anyway. Because I hope Cardi B
yeah.
don't think he's still faithful. Because I doubt it.
She probably do. She probably still do.
Well, time after time again, she get proven wrong. So,
She ain't gonna leave him. Hell, she gonna leave him when it's the
nah, she
right
not.
time to leave him.
She didn't leave him the first time, so what make her think she gonna leave him the second time? She
No,
ain't
this
going
this
nowhere.
this gonna Yeah, this is like the third time her threatening to leave and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that be.
Yeah. Do you believe it's true?
I mean, I don't think with Sweden. Like you said, he probably cheated with somebody else. He probably got a lot of women, Brittany, on his DMs,
Yeah.
and they come and they just come want some of their offset, and then they get on their way, and then they'll talk about it down the road and make Cardi B even more mad and crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She
Now
said
I
they don't.
think I could say now. I think maybe Sweetie was messing around with the little baby. I heard about that. I think maybe that's some true tea. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Offset got the money, and Cardi B just
Mm-hmm.
she'll get tired of him when she wants to get tired of him. She ain't tired of him now.
Mm-mm.
You know that be. All right. So we're gonna end it right there for Connect Now. Thank you all for watching. For Brittany Shay, I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long, and we'll see you next week for another edition of Connect Now.
Peace.